who do you think is the bigger and the most influential? Bob Marley and Michael Jackson. Who is the man that stands atop of the mountain?
Is Mr. Marley. And he was also a revolutionary. Even people who don't speak English or understand patois, they understand that Bob Marley was a symbol of revolution, a symbol of peace, and a symbol of the herb all at once. Get up, stand up for your rights.
Michael Jackson is a symbol as well. I've never gone out and hear people playing Bob Marley as much as Michael Jackson, to be honest. People don't really play Bob Marley in Jamaica. Right now, if you go to a party in Jamaica, if you hear one Bob Marley, you're lucky. Maybe in the early jugglings.
Let me tell you what they will play. Let me tell you what they will play. Man to man is so unjust.
Yeah.
Welcome back again to another episode of the Yardman Podcast. This week is a very special episode. We're coming to you with a story of a music that came from the Caribbean, from a very, very little island smack in the middle of the Caribbean. And we're going to be talking about how this music has helped to shape popular music and its influence that it has in the world. And also on this island, the month of February is celebrated as
Reggae month.
Reggae Month.
Sorry, that I missed the cue.
Don't worry.
I didn't expect it. We didn't rehearse this. That's the issue.
And we hope you like this episode. I hope this episode will be educational for you guys. And as always, we want you to enjoy this episode as well.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. And I feel like one thing we always forget in the intro. My name is Davin. For those tuning in for the first time, this is Tonniel.
Yes, I'm Tonniel. Yeah.
We need an intro.
This is Davin.
We need an intro so people that are tuning in for the first time can know a bit about us. So let's do one of those things where, you know, when you go into a meeting or you meet people for the first time, tell me something about you, Tonniel.
Tell me something about me. So, something about Tonniel.
Yeah, random fact.
A random fact. Let me see. Let me get really random. Oh, I'm a lover of languages and accents.
Wow, Mr. Romantic.
Romantic, I don't think. Yeah, I love languages and hearing different accents.
Cool.
Actually, I have a list. Yeah. A top 5, I would say, of my favorite accents.
No, we have to share. What are your top 5 favorite accents? Come on.
TONNIEL'S top 5 favorite accents.
Okay. So I'd say coming in at number 5 will be an Irish accent.
Number 5, Irish.
Number 5, Irish accent.
Which gender? It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter, honestly. I just love...
The others of the Irish accent.
Yeah, man. They even count like us.
Yeah.
In Jamaica, yeah, they count like us.
The Irish.
They say one. Let's count together. Let's count to 5, Davin.
1,
2, 3, 4, and 5.
The Irish are the ones that taught us English.
Exactly. So they're coming at number 5. Number 4, I would say, is the Trinidadian accent.
No, I disagree.
Why?
I don't. Trinis are the enemy.
No. We love Trinis.
Trinis are our rivals in the Caribbean, bro.
Yeah, but it doesn't have to be that way. We love the Trinis. I love the Trinis. Davian loves the Trinis, but he just wants to be competitive.
Okay, I like being competitive, but you know what? Trinis fourth, okay?
Number 3, I would say, is the Kenyan accent.
I don't even know the Kenyan accent. Can you do a Kenyan accent?
It's kind of hard for me to imitate, but I will tell you that these people, I think they speak the best English.
Yeah.
The reason being, they pronounce every letter. If you hear a Kenyan speak, like you can hear the letters of their words, they pronounce it very well, and they're very expressive.
I didn't know that. I doubt I've ever spoken to a Kenyan.
I've heard them.
Maybe
I
tomorrow
listen,
when
yeah.
we go to this marathon thing, we'll see a Kenyan
Let's
there
see.
and interview him.
Hopefully, more than likely,
I
more
will
than
see.
likely. So that's number 3. Number 2,
Number few.
surprisingly, this might come as a surprise, is a Jamaican accent.
Oh, you're putting that one in it? I thought you would have been like outside of the Jamaican accent.
No.
Okay,
just-
number two is Jamaican accent for you, all right?
Yeah. And number 1, coming in at number 1, my favorite accent to hear. This accent lulls me. It gives me laughs. I don't know. I don't know. It's just different. I love it. The Nigerian accent.
Nigerian accent.
Yeah, when they speak pidgin.
To be honest, it's the funniest. When people think of an African accent, I think Nigeria's taking it.
I think so, yeah.
If one accent could cover Africa, Nigeria would be it.
Would be the one.
But then again, there are like over 200 million of them, so I suppose
Yeah.
that's a good top 5. I noticed you didn't put any. Did you put any Europe other than Ireland?
No.
What about the French accent and the British accent and
But a French person speaking French or a French person speaking English?
French person speaking English?
It's funny sometimes, but they doesn't make the top 5 for me.
Okay, what about the Italians?
I've never really heard an Italian speaking English, to be honest.
Yes, you have.
Have I?
Yeah, I'm 100% sure. We've been around Italian people before.
I don't remember.
All right, we need to next podcast episode will be filmed in Italy, in Lake Como.
Or in Venice.
Yeah,
Venezia.
Imagine the podcast episode on a boat in Venice.
Oh my God, going down the canal.
No, not me and you. You know what? Scratch that.
Yeah. Boom. No.
That'd be you. We need accompaniments on that boat.
David,
you know?
David, you're not off to a well start, David.
No,
you're not
but-
off to a good start.
But that's a good start. You know, you learn something about me
Yeah.
and Tonnille. I said I'm Davin for the new people that have actually stuck
tell
around.
us something interesting about yourself, David.
I love visual things. Like I love anime. I think that's probably the most interesting thing I could say that comes
That's
as a,
different, yeah?
Yeah, I love anime. Like I realize that nowadays to say that you love anime is like it's like the new fad and the new trend. Like everyone's loving anime right now
I
because
think so, yeah.
even you started watching anime recently.
Yeah. When I was younger, I was like, "What is this anime thing, my brother?" I used to see Naruto on TV. I maybe watched the first 10 episodes, but then I was like, "Man, get this away from me."
No,
But
Naruto is unmatched.
the thing is, it actually is unmatched. Yeah, you're right.
Unmatched.
But I have a thing with anime.
What's that?
If you have never, I repeat, if you have never watched Dragon Ball Z in your life, I cannot trust you.
True.
I cannot trust
Or
you.
they're just young. They're just young, bro.
Well, yeah, but if you're from my generation and you've never watched it,
Even
I
one
cannot
episode,
trust you in
Even
life.
one episode.
Even one.
If you can't identify Goku or Vegeta, there's a problem.
I can't trust you.
There is a problem there.
I just can't
For
trust
real,
you.
For real. Which anime is your favorite? Because you're new to the business. Which one's your favorite?
To be honest, the one that has captivated me so far is Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan. It was just like the first time I saw it, it was just such an outlandish concept. But at the same time, it was very, very, very interesting. And it was very mysterious. I love the mystery about it. Until you remember when like they started to find out more about the Titans.
Yeah.
But like that back, the things that they couldn't see or the things that they didn't know about them, it was just really like nerve-wracking every time they got near to a Titan. Or the story was just I loved it, honestly.
What about this theory? Like when I watch Attack on Titan, I was like, what if we are living in a world and we don't know that there's a world outside of our world as well?
Listen.
Think about that.
Listen, I won't bash that concept because we only know what's inside from America to that side of Russia and down to Antarctica and all the way to the North Pole. That's all we know.
Yeah. What if
For all we know, that might be our circle.
True. Yeah, that's one of the more. I think a lot of people don't
Yeah.
think about anime that way, and anime brings to life a lot of real life subtones in their delivery. And nowadays, where people are, I think, attention span is lower, and they want the stimulation. Live action just can't cut it the way that anime does, and it's getting more and more popular.
Yeah,
It's
I get what you
spreading,
mean,
it's
yeah.
taking over. Like people that used to say I'm a nerd or used to bash me for anime are watching anime now. I could
Exactly,
never see you watching anime. Like
No,
people see
like,
you, they
they're
could
like-
never see you watching anime.
Exactly, yeah. I didn't see myself up until a year ago. It was a year ago I watched my first anime. By the way, Attack on Titan was the first anime series that I've watched. And
Yeah.
that was the first one I've ever watched.
And that's like that's a jump off as well. Like most people started with something a lot
No.
easier. If you're gonna recommend an anime for someone that's just gonna start in
Yeah.
this world, which one would you recommend?
Which one would I recommend? I think I would recommend Attack on Titan.
Yeah, but that's a heavy start. Then they start high, and then their expectation is all the way.
That's what you mean. Well, start at the basics. Start at Dragon Ball. Work your way up to Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah,
And sorry, yeah, Dragon Ball Z was the first anime I watched. But like being conscious and having like a different mindset would be Attack on Titan. Dragon Ball was when I was younger.
Yeah.
You know, when we were teenagers, we were, you know,
kids. I used to
10.
wake up every Saturday morning just
Yeah,
to
man.
watch that. Literally, I would wake up and
Yeah.
that's my time. You know, look at my laptop right now. Like you see the merge request kind of thing, the fusion,
You remember the episode when Goku had the spirit ball?
spirit bomb. Yeah,
Like that episode, his hands were like this for like maybe 5 episodes.
yeah.
And we as kids every week.
You have to give Goku some of your energy,
Exactly.
bro. You have to give him some of your energy.
Or in primary school when we get upset, we'd be like and start to charge up.
Charge up. Super Saiyan.
Wow.
And you know, in Dragon Ball, like, have you noticed, like, a lot of the characters are basically named after stuff in the fridge?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Explain.
Like you have some
Piccolo.
Piccolo. No, Piccolo is, I think he's off an instrument. But
Yeah,
it could-
Piccolo is an instrument.
Yeah, and then you have Vegeta. Vegetables, the prince of all the vegetables.
Yeah.
You have radish.
Ah.
Yeah, so the entire concept of it is just food and stuff like that.
Ah. What about Krillin? Is that
Like grilling. Oh, or grilling could be krill, like that's another kind of thing.
Krill? What's Krill?
What's krill? It's what
Yes.
whales eat, I think.
Ah.
So it could be that.
Interesting. I
But
didn't see it that
there
way,
is
honestly.
like kaba. This is from Super now. Cabbage.
Cabbage, yeah.
You have kale. You have trunks.
Chunks,
Yeah,
veggie chunks.
yeah, Bulma. Yeah,
Bulma, what's Bulma?
Bulma. Vegeta's wife, Goku's lifelong friend.
No, but
scientist.
what food is Bulma?
I don't know, but it's one of them. I think there's a list on the internet, on Reddit, guys.
Ah.
You can go and check. I know for the gods, they're like for whiskey, Beerus, beer, all that stuff. Like it's all conceptualized around
Yeah, these
food.
things are very well thought about, yeah.
Yeah, and they're bringing a new one now. I think it's Dragon Ball Daima with Goku back to being young. That's in the fall of 2024. I'm
Yeah,
gonna watch that one.
To be honest, I won't be watching that one.
Why not?
Because I like to keep the old memories. I'm a classic man. I like to.
Just like
It's
your
not.
music.
I
Just
don't like to see old things go. I don't like to see old things evolution, and then they don't meet my expectations.
Yeah, but you have to give it a chance, bro. Like, or else you're just gonna be living in the past forever.
You have to know the past to go to the future.
Yeah, but doesn't mean that you're gonna embrace the future if you're just stuck in the past.
I just won't go there with Dragon Ball.
All right.
I just won't go there. It's very close to my heart. I don't want to.
You want to realize that
You know?
you are, I would say, you're an old soul.
Definitely.
Yeah, even your
Definitely.
even your music taste. Like I can tell you a pop artist now and you don't know it, but if I tell you an artist that lived 50, 60 years ago, you'll know their entire album.
Definitely.
Which is just, it baffles me. But that brings me to the question that I asked on Instagram this week. I didn't do a dilemma.
Yes.
This one, I don't think you'll like this one. So not the moral dilemma. This one would be the question of the week.
Make we hear this question.
Question of the week that I asked people on Instagram this week. It's one that has come about recently. And I want us to actually, I don't want you to answer this question emotionally because I think you'll give me an emotional response first,
All right.
which I'm not saying is bad or anything because obviously you'll have some form of connection to it. So will I as well. But I want to get a logical answer from you. Or you can give me both.
Yeah.
All right. So, out of these two artists in history, who do you think is the bigger and the most influential? The two artists, I think you might know one of them. Out of Bob Marley and Michael Jackson, who do you think has made the biggest impact, the most
Jesus
influential,
Christ.
the more iconic artist?
All right. So first of all, let us say, let me.
No,
let
no,
me,
what,
let,
no,
let-
no. What? No, I want to know your immediate response, and then you can tell me.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So first of all, to be honest, I cannot put these two artists shoulder to shoulder. One being that they are just a caliber in their own field that has never been seen before. And I don't think we'll ever see such influence from those two ever again. Honestly. One, based on the time that they were living in. Two, the actual impact that they had on people's lives with their music.
Okay.
You know? I can't put them shoulder to shoulder.
No, it's not. But you need to make a decision.
No,
Which
no,
one?
yeah, man. So the question was which one
Which
has
one
had
is more
influ-
iconic, more
iconic?
influential? Who's the bigger artist? Who do you think is known more around the world? All of that combined to who is the man that stands atop of the mountain? Who is
Top of the
man
mountain is
between these two?
the top of the mountain, I would say, is Mr. Marley.
Why? I expected that answer. So I need
Because
to know
Mr.
why.
Marley, we know his name. Mr. Marley is the first Rasta man in the Hall of Fame. Mr. Marley did it for an island, for a people who could not do it for themselves. He walked the walk for a people who weren't known until he stepped on the stage.
Okay.
You know, we used to hear whispers about Jamaican artists. For example, the first artist to like break big in the UK was, Desmond Dekker.
I don't know Desmond Dekker.
You know him, man.
Maybe I know his songs. Bro,
The
oh,
Israelites.
oh, okay. Now I know that song. Also, fun fact about Davin, musically, not even inclined.
Declined.
Declined. Like, my knowledge of music is not very good, so bear with me. Anything that I asked O'Neill today is generally to educate myself and to help educate everyone else here as well.
Don't
But I don't
worry,
know
I'll
Desmond Dekker.
walk with you.
I don't know Desmond Dekker, but continue. Why you think Bob is better than Michael Jackson? MJ.
As I said, he walked the walk for like a people who, for example, had less resources when it comes on to music. You have to remember, Jamaica is coming from a time where there was, let's say, 4 big musical producers in Jamaica. And from those 4 big musical producers, there was so much talents. But what used to happen, if you only have 4 people producing music, chances are they might abuse you. They might take advantage of your knowledge of music because music knowledge back then wasn't really a thing. We had talent, but the business of music, it wasn't really a big, it wasn't important.
No, I think, what about, like, what's his name? Who's the big producer? Who's the big business
Coxsone Dodds.
Sir Coxsone Dodds.
Yeah, man. Sir Coxsone Dodds was a great producer, but he was also a great person who take advantage with Studio One, yeah.
Yeah, but, he was the one bringing them to the forefront,
but-
bringing them international.
They used to even get a wage. They used to get how much pound? They used to get something like £7 a month as an artist in Jamaica.
Yeah, but you have to think back then, like music rights and all that stuff. That was like a new concept as well.
That's why I'm saying, yeah, this thing was the knowledge about music was not there, but the talent we've always have been producing talent because we are musical people, not just only being Jamaican, but you know, coming from Africa, that mixture of us,
Yeah.
like African, we're people of rhythm, of music.
Okay.
You
So I understand all of that, right?
Yeah.
But you still haven't given me a good reason why Michael Jackson is not bigger than Bob Marley.
No, I won't say why he isn't bigger than Bob
Okay,
Marley.
you haven't given me I would say a convincing reason why Bob Marley is bigger than Michael Jackson.
Because of the influence he also has, not only musically,
Okay.
because of his influence in all over the world, because of, you know, the herb, the magical herb,
Okay.
the healing herb, the healing of the nation.
Mm-hmm.
People know him for that, you know. He's an advocate for that. And he was also a revolutionary. Did you know that his song, Zimbabwe, was actually sung for the independence of Zimbabwe at that time? They asked him to write a song specifically for the for the Independence Day
I
of
actually knew
Zimbabwe.
that.
And he went there, right? And he performed the song. The people broke down the stage. They wanted to see him, and the venue was just crazy with him there.
Yeah, but
Also, he's actually helped. His music has actually helped with the what's the word? To basically free some African countries from some of their governments back in those times as well.
No, you can't say that without giving me facts and figures about that. Which countries, which governments?
All right, for example, you know that back then they used to have a lot of coups,
They still do.
right? So some of the for example freedom fighters who would fight against like colonialism, the right wing and oppression, they themselves they would like understand his message in the music, and it gives you like this it gives you like a frenzy to keep focus on your goal. You know,
I would never listen to a Bob Marley music
because you don't listen you don't listen to music,
before going to war. I listen to
David,
Bob
because
Marley
you
when I
don't-
want to
because-
chill, when I
David.
want to have peace and love, when I want to feel
No,
good. I don't listen to Bob Marley music to say, yo, let's go.
But David, Bob Marley doesn't only sing about peace and love. He sings about revolution. Get up, stand up for your rights.
But the kind of revolution he always professed was a revolution that is brought about by peace, essentially. When people think about Bob Marley, they don't think about anything violent.
No, I'm not saying he sang about violence.
Yeah.
The revolution I'm talking about is the revolution that you won't see on TV, as Jill Scott Heron would say. This is the revolution that's not televised. The revolution that first starts as a small seed in your mind, planting that seed in your mind, and eventually you will change how you think about things. And when you change how you think about things, you change your lifestyle. You change where you eat. You change who you listen to. You change your decisions. You become more conscious. And all of that influence helped to change a people.
Okay. All right.
You know?
And you don't feel like Michael Jackson has done anything like that?
No, I'm not. No, I will never discredit what Michael Jackson has done. I will never even try to. But I'm explaining to you why I believe Bob Marley had a bigger influence.
Okay. All right. So you're saying Bob has a bigger influence. Who do you think is more renowned?
In the world,
Yeah.
also Bob Marley.
More than Michael Jackson?
More than Michael Jackson. I can tell you why. Even people who don't speak English or understand patois, they understand that Bob Marley was a symbol of revolution, a symbol of peace, and a symbol of the herb all at once.
Michael Jackson is a symbol as well.
All right, look at, for example, I see you have this Ajax shirt, right?
Yeah.
Do you know that their stadium song is Three Little Birds?
Yeah. That's one football team.
Marseille in France, I've seen them do something with Bob Marley and the herb. They would have him like a picture of his face, and they have a big spliff, and they would like let out some smoke from that, you know?
You know why that is, right?
Why?
Because Bob Marley's music rights and image rights aren't as protected as Michael Jackson's.
Well, and that is the reason why you can have Bob Marley all over the place without anybody coming to you with a lawyer saying, hey, take down that image.
Okay.
We should be making money from that image. You know, you have to come to us and speak to
No,
us.
they're getting better at it. They're getting better at it. So don't wear the fake Bob stuff. You know, pay for the real one. But also, who do you think has sold more music?
By the way, before we move on, with you just said like stop selling the fake Bob stuff and get the real stuff. I agree, you know, but there's a fun fact. Bob Marley, Neville Garrick, his road manager and his graphics manager back in the days. I'll tell you a small story. One day they went to a concert. It was somewhere here in Europe, and the management saw that some guys were outside selling some T-shirts with Bob Marley's face on it, right? And they notified Bob, they hold the guy. And Bob went out there and he only said to the guy, what you're doing is not right. But here what? If you can give all of my team a shirt, you can go with the rest and sell the rest. Nothing wrong.
Okay.
That's it. The family these days, the Bob Marley Empire the foundation would say different these days.
They're under
But
different
that was Bob's that was just him. That was his personality. That was his view. That man just cool.
Yeah.
You know? And that's another reason as I was saying, why Bob Marley would have a bigger influence around the world.
A bigger influence, but I've never gone out and hear people playing Bob Marley as much as Michael Jackson, to be honest.
Really?
Bob Marley, like, bro, even, you know, in Jamaica, people don't really play Bob Marley in Jamaica.
Yeah,
To be
that's
honest,
true.
Bob Marley is more popular for white people.
Outside of the world. How the saying go? A king is never crowned in his own country.
Exactly. Right now, if you go to a party in Jamaica, if you hear one Bob Marley, you're lucky.
Depends.
Maybe in the early
Let me tell
jugglings.
you.
The early jugglings.
Let me tell you what they
The
will
early
play. Let me
jugglings.
tell you what they will play. Man to man is so
Unjust.
unjust.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, or they will sample something and mix them in, but to hear like a party, like unless it's a 70s, 80s, 90s party,
Early juggling.
Yeah.
You don't hear Bob Marley.
You won't hear Bob Marley, but guess what? You'll always hear. You'll always hear Thriller.
Yeah, it's true. But in terms of like Jamaican music, in terms of that, our parents, like my parents, they love all this. They love disco music. They love, you know, anything American when it comes to music back in those time. Marvin Gaye, Al Green,
Bob Dylan,
all of those people, you know, they used to love them. Love their music.
You know who caused all of that? Cox and Dad.
Why? Why you say that?
Because he used to be the one that went to America and brought back those music CD, I don't know, the vinyls or whatever. Vinyl in those times, and he'd bring it back
LP,
into his studio, and he would tell the artist that he was paying, as you said, £7. Don't quote us on any numbers. Research those, please.
Yeah.
He would bring that back and tell them to basically sing it over. Like when you hear some Dennis Brown and some Peter Tosh, and you're like, this is not their tune.
You're right. You're actually right. Back in those times, they used to do a lot of covers. Also, but there's a blurry line between that as well, because Jamaican artists back then, like we used to write some very good songs that other American artists would eventually copy, and you know, because some of those artists might have a bigger name, you might think that that's the original copy of the artist.
True. It happens, like, but it goes the same. Like a lot of like Bob Dylan song and stuff like that, we think they are Jamaican songs, you know,
because we sing it so well.
Yeah, we
sing it better than the original artist,
and we've never heard the originals as well. I've never heard some of the originals, honestly. Like when I hear a certain song, I'm like, oh, this is Dennis Brown. This is his song. But it's a cover.
Too, yeah.
And do you think that was right? Do you think that influence of the American music impacted the creation of reggae music?
The creation, not necessarily. But in terms of the musical, to be frivolous musically, they use some of those songs because it's good to keep one style, but it's also good to go outside of your style and sing other songs on different rhythms because it sounds different. You ever have you ever heard, for example, a John Legend song on a reggae rhythm? Or a Rihanna song on a reggae rhythm?
It's all different.
Different vibe, different feeling, but it still pierces your heart.
True,
You know?
true.
Yeah.
So from the little I know, and from this is basically what my father has told me as well, because I don't remember anything that I studied in school, and actually just the stuff when he's playing his music on a Sunday and just vibing, and I'm there.
Yeah, I used to love
trying
Sundays
to
with
get
my
him
father.
trying to get him to turn it off so I can watch TV, so I can watch an anime or something. He would tell me, he would be like, listen this, man, this is your history, this is your culture. And, as a kid, I'm like, I don't care about that. I care about now. I care about what's going on now.
Yeah.
And before, like, Studio One was developed, like, a lot of this influence, like, there was obviously the ska and all of that stuff, but then
there's a musical timeline.
They brought in influences from external and developed it in their own kind of music,
Definitely.
Because whenever someone thinks of music and a genre of music, like, obviously people claim the development of it based on the production, but every time there's a shift, there is also some taking away from a different culture.
Definitely.
A different culture to develop something more. Now we're in Spain, reggaeton.
Yeah.
Even
and there's a big story to that. I'm going to get into that story right now.
Yeah. You wanna like the theft of reggaeton?
The theft, as you
the
say,
ice. It's not. I don't think it's
say,
theft. I don't think it's theft.
Well,
I think based on
my brother,
copy. If you say that was theft, like every time we did a cover of American music or stuff and put it on a reggae rhythm, that would have been considered a copyright theft.
No, but the thing is, why I would say it's almost theft, and it's not giving homage to who came before.
I don't think reggaeton in its name gives homage to reggae music. Like,
yeah, but that's all. That's the name. But most people don't even know why it has the name reggaeton.
Which is just like how a lot of people don't know how reggae came about.
Reggae was an accident.
Just like how a lot of people don't know that.
Reggae was an accident, and it was also a gift.
Yeah, like a lot of music comes about by someone just experimenting and finding a beat.
Yeah, there was this machine. How would you say this? I believe I think it was Lee Scratch Perry. You know Lee Scratch Perry?
Yeah, man.
Big up to the great Lee Scratch Perry. Long live his soul.
Lee Scratch. If you know Dennis Rodman and you know Lee Scratch Perry, anything Dennis Rodman look at, Lee Scratch Perry was the first man to start
do all of this,
dying here and do this creative stuff.
Yeah, man. Lee Scratch Perry was a madman musically.
If you're listening on the audio platform, go over to the YouTube now. There is a picture of Lee Scratch Perry here. You have to see how this man
You have to
looks.
see it, man.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Oh, that man has a story. Yeah.
I don't know how his image isn't more iconic.
He should be, honestly. Like Bob Marley is given credit for reggae music, but Lee Scratch Perry gave reggae music to Bob Marley.
I would
Bob,
say so.
yeah, Bob even says it.
The producer, yeah.
And Lee Scratch Perry is such a madman. Wait, did you know that he burnt down his whole studio, his whole house?
Why?
To restart again? Because he said that some curse was on him. And he needed to get it out. It worked. Let me say that it worked.
I just feel like creative people.
It worked.
To be creative, you have to have a little bit of insanity.
You have to. You have to be a madman. You have to be different.
Yeah.
You can't.
A genius.
You like look at all the geniuses. Are they normal people?
No.
They're never normal people.
True.
Never.
Normal by our culture,
by society standards.
But
they're different. Always.
Which I see. So back to the
reggaeton.
The reggaeton. But before we move into reggaeton, that I feel like we're getting ahead of the
let me show you the timeline.
From yeah?
No, from Mento.
From Mento.
Remember Mento?
I don't know much about Mento.
So Mento. This is what a Mento band looks like. With the Roomba box, the guitar, the shakers.
Yeah, go over on YouTube, you see the Mento band.
You know, the regular guitar, the acoustic. And a Mento band would usually consist of 4 to 5 musicians, right?
Yeah.
I don't know how to describe the sound right now.
Do you know any bands that they can just
Yeah, man. There's a very famous Mento band that actually is still running. They're the only ones.
Okay.
Their name is the Jolly Boys. The Jolly Boys. It's a very jolly name. A very jolly name, you know. The lead singer passed away a few years ago, but they still have the band running.
R.I.P.
And they tour all of Europe, all of America, still with Mentor Music. Mentor Music, I'm telling you. So it started with Mentor Music, you know, then it went to Ska. Ska music was around the time when, a bit before when before Jamaica got its independence. It's a very fast-paced music, you know.
Ska, ska, yeah.
Jamaican ska. Yeah. Ska music, you know. And from ska, it went to Rocksteady, which is a little bit slower, a small bit slower. And ska was a very happy music, you know, cheerful, you know, Jamaica cheerful. But then Rocksteady music came about when the promises of independence were not fulfilled. You know, everybody in Jamaica thought that Jamaica would see a new light, a new beginning after independence.
Well,
But
do you have a year or period of time for this?
so Ska was around 1950 to make we say 1961,
Right. And
62.
Jamaica got independence UK
1962.
August 6, 1962.
Yes. So from there, a year later, when we saw that the promises were not being fulfilled,
Yeah.
artists and people would start to get, you know, edgy, like, you know, all of this happy BS has to,
Yeah.
we need to start speaking out,
But
you know?
I saw Rocksteady as more of a mellow. Like it just mellowed down.
Yeah,
like,
man, it is.
Yeah, like someone is in what? You know what, let me turn down the tempo a
Yeah,
bit.
man, that is exactly what it is, yeah. Mellow music. And you also have artists, very important artists, for example, as I said, Desmond Decker, man like Alton Ellis, Derek Morgan. Danry Morgan is the son, Derek Morgan. Prince Buster. You know, all of these guys used to sing Rocksteady and a bit of ska music. So Rocksteady was as I said, the promises weren't being fulfilled and the music started to get slower, you know. And then reggae music came about. Rocksteady started in 1963 to make we say 1967, 69, thereabout. You know, and then
That's a quick transition for music though. Like
it was, but Rocksteady wasn't stopped. It never stopped singing. It continued.
There will always be the purist for any genre of music that gets developed
Yeah,
that
man.
will forever stay true to that form. They
But
won't change with the times. They will always say like, this is my kind of music, this is my niche, this is where I'll be.
Yeah.
So I think that's one thing I like about music as well. Like no art form, it never truly dies. It just becomes less practice.
Yeah. I wish it was more practice though. To be honest, Rocksteady had a very short lifespan before it changed to reggae. And when it changed to reggae, they find out what this promise is really not going to happen. We are not, I don't think we will see our full potential, the potential that they promised us, the Jamaica that we wanted.
Okay.
So you needed a way to get your ideas across, your growth, your anger, you know. Also, it's not only about anger and socialism and politics. Love is always there. Love was always there.
I think,
you know.
for me, based on as I said, most of my music knowledge just comes from my father.
Yeah.
So what he told me was like reggae was the first kind of music that was social commentary.
It was
Before music was in Jamaica was always like just for a good time to talk
and a
about
good
fun stuff.
feeling.
But then reggae music changed it. Like, you know, any good artists, they get inspiration from what's going around them. And reggae music, I think, was the point where people got brave enough to say,
Yeah, man.
Say what's actually going on, what's bothering them.
And it was born as a social commentary music. It was born as the news for those who couldn't read. You would hear news in reggae music, because I don't know what people believe. I like to say, contrary to popular belief, Jamaica had a very high, a very low literacy rate back in that time.
No. That's a fact, bro. Like,
Yeah,
we were
I don't know if people know this.
no, yeah, that's a fact. And
It's hard.
I didn't
It's kind
know
of
that.
hard to
And that
tell.
fact that you just mentioned, like spreading the news through the music,
Yeah.
for me, that is something that I was like, that makes a lot of sense, because I know of the problem with literacy in Jamaica that even still persists to this day. Like, a lot of people can't read and write. So being able to get some form of news from a source outside of the ones that are portrayed in the media, I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm learning so much today. I feel like I should start my own music business.
Just to add to that literacy thing. For me, my definition of literacy is being able to read, to write, and understand.
Yep.
Not only to read and write, because you can read and
English
write all
teacher.
your life.
English teacher.
But if you don't understand, if you can't use what you know, then
Comprehension.
it doesn't benefit you. So that's why I think it's still being illiterate.
Yeah.
But yeah, the music got slower. They could talk more about social things, and then eventually, this music with you remember the Windrush era?
Mm-hmm.
It went all the way to England. From Rocksteady time, it actually went to England. And anywhere Jamaicans go, we carry our culture, just like any other people in the world.
We need to explain the Windrush. Like,
So the Windrush era was the early 60s when
maybe later. I think. No, you know what? Don't worry about the time frame. Is that the time frame?
it was early 60s.
Early 60s? All right. I don't know the dates.
Early 60s, mid 60s, when Britain needed to be rebuilt after, was it World War II?
Yep.
It was after World War II when Britain needed to be rebuilt. So they called on the
Territories. We were territories.
territories,
They're colonial lands.
to send some strong hands and minds to come and help rebuild our country.
Their country, brother.
Their country, their country. And we will promise you citizenship. We promise you, but a promise is a comfort to a fool, Rasta. Because I'll get to it. But yeah, they promised them citizenship,
Better life.
better opportunities, and they completed a part of their promise up until today, where me and you know that people who are as old as my grandmother or as old as some of my uncles, they're deporting them, saying that they're actually illegitimate or illegal immigrants in the country.
Exactly.
Imagine living in a country for 40 years. How do you go back to Jamaica?
They have no family. They have no roots
family.
there.
What home do you go back to
They
do what?
They speak. They don't even speak Jamaican language.
Exactly. So that's what happened.
Not only Jamaica as well. Jamaica, all the Caribbean countries. Most of the Caribbean countries as well. So
all Caribbean countries actually.
yeah, they just and these are people, when they went to England, they became like nurses, and
Exactly.
they became integral parts of society.
People who uphold the society. That's what they became. That's what they had to do. So they upholded the society for that time when they were there.
Yeah.
And
I think, even though we're talking about this Windrush, we're showing exactly how the music disseminated, how it left from Jamaica to go abroad. So the people brought the music that they were listening to there, and to this day, that Caribbean influence in the UK on the music, the slang, on the food, on the culture,
especially
it's
on
still
the slang.
there. It's still there.
Especially on the
Like,
slang and the language.
Yeah, the slang and the language will persist. The love of the music still persists. Like, you still see them going to a party, and when you hear a Vibes Cartel come on or something, or a modern artist,
place go crazy.
Crazy people that have no Caribbean roots.
Yeah, man.
They just live in a part of England that has a lot of UK people. Like even Kate, like my flatmate. When Kate hears Sean Paul,
Oh God.
sorry Kate, not putting your business out there, but Sean Paul have her weak in the knees. But
panties disintegrates.
we don't know about that. We don't know about that. We don't know about that. Yeah, you don't have that conversation. We don't know about that. But that was just how I think it just disseminated. And then from the UK influence and with the proximity to America as well, like the reggae developed and then reggae also evolved.
Yes, that's not the end. Reggae evolved again into dancehall music, my brothers and sisters. It developed into dancehall music, which was, instead of getting slower,
Pick up the pace.
It got faster.
One drop beat. Like, I don't want to tap the mic. Do the one.
Which one?
Dancehall, the one drop beat.
Which dancehall that? No.
No, one drop. Remember, it come from one drop.
Yeah, the one drop, the big heavy drop. The big heavy drops in the music. Another thing I would like to say, because at the end of the day, all of this influence also comes from African music.
Yeah.
You know, traditional African music as well. You know, so we can't leave out that part. We can't be here going on like Jamaica was the only influence, you know?
No.
Being us African people, having African roots, we took from those roots and we formed the music, you know?
You know what?
Very important to say that.
You know what's funny as well? Like, we formed this music and then Afrobeats came from our music as well. Like, it's like a full cycle. Yo.
Be careful. That's a big discussion right now.
No.
I'll explain a bit.
No.
But yeah.
It's like there's always like this interconnected nature between different kinds of music.
Always. Even, sorry to cut you. Even for examples, like some slangs that Afrobeat artists would use. The patois.
Yep.
You know? And patois, for those who don't know, is the language of Jamaica. So we don't speak Jamaican. We speak patois.
Jamaican Creole, yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
No, but I was just gonna say, like, just looking at how the web of music, it's so interconnected. Like, whenever someone tries to claim or saying this music belongs to them or belongs to someone, if you go back far enough, there is always one instance where someone took piece from here, and they took piece from there, they took a piece from there, and they put it together and formed something totally new. But the issue, I think, is when they don't give credit to John. I borrowed some salt from John. I used the flour from Joe, and then I get some butter from Mary, and then I get some chocolate chip from Natasha, from May, and then I make a good cookie, and now everybody love the cookie.
Yeah.
So you need to give John his due, May their due, and everybody should get a cookie.
So everybody can be happy.
Exactly.
Because everybody had a hand in the cake.
Yep.
You know, but we're getting right into that with dancehall. Yeah. I think dancehall has gotten a very raw deal. You know why? I will explain the birth or the influence, because dancehall has so many spin-offs. You know what I'm saying? Well, no, I don't want to say spin-off, but it has a lot of influence on popular music these days, right?
Branches, I would say.
A lot of branches. So, the story of dancehall Rastafari.
Once upon a time,
back in the early 80s, some artists, for example, make we say, the producers are very important too. But I'll talk about some of the artists first. What's name again? Tenasa. You know Tenasa? You can sing a Tenasa song?
I can't sing one song, but I've heard the name, bro. I know of him.
This is a song of the old time proverb.
I don't know that one.
No?
No.
Oh, what a wago a pumpkin belly.
I've heard my brother play that one, but as I said, not my music.
But yeah, man like Tenasa, man like Early B, man like the great Super Cat.
Of course, I know Super Cat.
Yeah, you know, all of those artists, you know, help to push dancehall to the forefront. And one thing that happened with the story of Reggaeton, there was this artist. So Reggaeton, let's start a map, right? So dancehall in Jamaica, right? You remember the Panama Canal?
Yeah.
You know, where they wanted, they needed some workers to come there.
It's always the workers.
Always the workers, because people need to work, people need to feed their families and branch out, you know. So Jamaicans were there, Trinidadians were there, people from the Caribbean were there, South Americans were there. They went to Panama. And as I always say, we as Jamaicans, anywhere we go, we carry our big sound systems and our loud music so everybody knows when we're coming. Right?
Like you to this day. You need
Yeah,
to stop do that. You need to stop do that. One of my
Nah, nobody now free me, brother. People love me. When I play my little Bob Marley on the street and so, people see me and them. If them know the song, them sing along or you see them start dancing or whatever.
Alright.
Yeah. So it flew to Panama where the Panama Canal was being built. You know? Even to this day, you have certain patois words that they would use in their Spanish.
For real?
Yeah. And the accent as well. So they went to the Panama Canal. I said we brought the music with us. And then there was this artist. He was a very important artist when it comes to the developing of reggaeton. His name is El General.
The General.
El General.
The General.
Right? So Supercat have this song when named Dan Dada. For y'all DJ Supercat Dan Dada. You know that song there, right?
Yeah, Dandada still, the term still
about.
The slang still exists to this day.
Right? So, from that song, El General, he had a song that was called El Gran Pana, which basically means Dan Dada in Panama.
Bro, they do that so often. Like I hate when I like even last night I was out and I heard like the Egyptian, hold you, come on.
Y'all me want to hold you. Yeah.
And they do the they just translate it.
What's the name of the song? Una vaina loca. No. Yeah.
And they're like, oh, this song is so good. It's so good.
And when you play the Egyptian, they think the Egyptian is a copy. But I'd like to know how the copyright goes so that if I think Egyptian does.
He probably samples that.
Yeah.
Okay, do your thing.
And yeah, El General, he basically started to sing dancehall but in a Spanish way in Panama there. And it got big. He has a lot of songs. He has a lot of songs.
I don't even know one song from him.
When you come off today, you need to listen to El Gran Pana. And there's a song named Tu Pum Pum. Yeah. Tu Pum Pum, Mami, no. Yeah. Dancehall style again, yeah. Mm-hmm. So yeah. So from Panama, right, it then flew to the Dominican Republic.
Correction, flew to Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
You know? And from then, you have artists like, for example, Hector y...
Tito.
What's their name? They're right here. You'll see image coming up off them. For the people listening on Spotify, this is a good time to go on YouTube to see all of the images that we're putting of the famous artists that we're talking about and to actually see the timeline.
And subscribe.
And like, share, and subscribe. You don't know. Yeah. Hector, man like Daddy Yankee. Daddy Yankee's first big song was a dancehall song. The name is Mi Funeral. Mi Funeral. You know? No. So all of them had this like dancehall style, and then they added their stuff to it, right, to form reggaeton. And then later Tego Calderon, Don Omar, you know, all of these people,
So
Zion Lennox.
Fresh people still doing music.
You know, and that's how dancehall influenced reggaeton. That's the story of it. Even dancehall has another spin-off called Dembo. Right?
Which is Dembo moved to reggaeton, like from one song, like literally one song created Dembo towards reggaeton, no?
What do you mean towards reggaeton?
Like
no, Dembo came after reggaeton.
Dembo came after reggaeton?
Yeah, man. Dembo is a very... I think Dembo is one of the youngest Spanish singing music these days. Yeah, man.
For real?
Yeah, man. It came from... Again, it came from another spin-off of dancehall, which was called Raga. So... Oh, one more thing I should have noted. In the 90s, the drum machine, when it came into music, was magic. Wonderful meant for producers in Jamaica. Man like Steven and Clevie. Producers like those, they would use the drum machine to make like dancehall rhythms quicker. And the drum machine just had a different sound to the dancehall. There's a song called by Dirts Man.
No, I don't know him.
Name Hot This Year. Wanna get me hot this
Oh,
year?
I know that song though.
Listen to that rhythm. Even the bass line. Do 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 do. Right? Even that like bass line is like a really pivotal bass line when it comes to dembo. If you listen to that bass line, you will hear that bass line in, like we say, 60% of dembo songs.
Really?
Definitely. And just that from Raga came dembo music. Dembo, the name came from, Shabba Ranks had a song named Dembo. Dembo. Yeah. So that was the musical timeline of how, dancehall influence. And reggae also had some spin-offs in dub music. You know what dub music is? Dubstep?
Yep, dubstep.
Which is the drum and bass.
The bass guitar.
Yeah. So how it came about, like reggae artists back then would have like this thing when they're performing, they would say to the musicians, dub style. And the dub style would only be the drum and the bass with the artist singing on the drum and the bass.
For real.
Right, And my brother.
That's the history. That's the timeline of music. Bro, like, to be honest, like, every time I talk to you about music, I learn something new, and I appreciate that. Trust me. No, because I know, like, my knowledge is, I would say, surface level. Like, going in depth, I struggle. I don't think it's mainly because, like, I just don't retain the knowledge as well as I think I should. It's like one of those kind of things, like, I know something, but I don't know the heart of the matter. It's like, I know how to bake a cake, but doesn't necessarily means that I know all the components of exact the measurements that I'll need to use every time.
I know what you mean.
You know?
Yeah.
Kind of like that. And for me, I think with music, I just rather watch something, watch a YouTube video, listen to a podcast or something other than listen to music. Like even if I go for a run, I go to the gym, I'm in the gym, I'm listening to a podcast. Like Maj or any of my friends can tell you, like, I watch so much things that are video based. Even when I'm working, I don't listen to music when I'm working. I have like a series or I have a podcast going on in the background. So I appreciate that, man. But I do think that, even though I'm Jamaican, I do think that Michael Jackson is more influential based on how well he's known globally. Easily said. I don't care. Like, anybody look at the numbers.
No, listen, everybody has their own opinion.
Anybody look at the numbers.
The numbers will tell you.
Firstly,
Michael Jackson, that Thriller album, would kick the face off of any Bob Marley album. Except Legend.
To this day.
Legend.
To this day, it still sells more.
Yeah, but
to this day,
I just wanted to say that. Just like you just wanted to say that, Michael Jackson is more influential.
No, I know. I feel like we need to. You shared your opinion, and I think it's fair.
Definitely,
that I share
of course,
mine, because people are gonna be like, how can they say that? I think if Bob Marley had the lifespan or the career length that Michael Jackson had, chances are he would have definitely been bigger based on the talent that he had. Because Bob Marley was like he was a short stint. He was just like,
yeah, man. He lived a very, very short life. That man only lived till he was 36.
Exactly. And how long was he doing music? Was he out there? He was
20 years. Let me say
20 years doing music, but how long I would say
on the big stage?
In bus for like 7 years. Meanwhile, Michael Jackson.
You can like 9 years. Yeah. Make we say 9. Only 9. Yeah. And he did so much in that small time.
Compared to Michael Jackson was doing it since he was 5. So he had like a 45-year career.
My brother.
You see the difference? You know what? You know what's funny? We'll go to Jamaica, right? How many people you see dress up like Bob Marley there?
Not a lot.
No. How many you see dress up like Bob Marley there? 0.
None.
How many people you see in Jamaica dressing up like Michael Jackson?
I kid you not. Jamaica have about 5 Michael Jacksons. They have about 5 Michael Jacksons.
You have Michael Jackson impersonators everywhere. You have Michael Jackson nights. You have Michael Jackson performance in the resorts. Even in the resorts,
you have Elvis Presley, for example.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
bro,
imitations. Nobody is imitating Bob. No.
Yeah, even on the street. I can't even fathom like someone dressing up as Bob Marley. Like
The thing is, no, I don't know why. But I know why also.
why?
But this is another discussion that we will have this day.
You
No,
want-
I'm just
you
telling you
wanna
why.
leave it on a cliffhanger?
Yes.
Leave it on a cliffhanger.
Because at the end of the day,
Yeah.
as we always say, a king is not crowned in his country. And I will say that
Right.
because Rastafari is not highly respected in Jamaica.
Yeah. To this day. But,
To this day.
But you say a king is not crowned in his country.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Jackson is crowned in his country.
That's only Michael. Michael is a different case.
You have.
It's a different case.
No. Don't tell me it's a different case when I have several examples. Who would you say is the king of R&B? There is a
R&B.
king. Who would you say is the king of R&B?
Usher.
Crowned in his country. Who was the king of dancehall in Jamaica? Who is the king? Beanie Man, right? Crowned.
Huh?
And now it changes from
No,
generation.
Well, Beanie Man kind of make him own name. Him
Yeah.
crown himself.
The king.
The people. Let me
No,
tell you.
everyone
The people.
call him King Beanie.
The
still.
people. Oh, this was another important dancehall figure back then. King Yellow Man. Don't forget about King Yellow Man. The people crown King Yellow Man as a king.
Yeah.
The people crown the
Yeah,
king.
but there are periods where every king serves on the throne and then someone comes to
Definitely,
take
the
over.
younger generation has to come along.
Yeah, and take over.
You know,
So that's what I'm saying.
evolution.
Don't say everyone in Jamaica respects Bob's and understand his contribution to the music. And I feel like without Bob, Jamaica would not be where it is right now.
No.
Like the brand image, the tourism,
let
the
me
impact.
let me
it has
ask you a
had on the
question,
country.
David. Let me ask you a serious question as a Jamaican.
Yeah.
Jamaica love Bob Marley?
I feel like, yeah. Honestly, I would say yes. They love Bob Marley. They love the image of Bob Marley.
Every day of the week, them love Bob Marley?
Probably not. Probably like.
Then is that real love?
They're about who do you love every day of the week? Like you don't. Which artist do you play every day of the week?
Me?
Yeah. Isn't there sometime you'll be like, not today. You need a different vibe. Like
No, I don't mean some. But I understand what you mean.
No,
but make we talk about outside of music. If
outside
people
of
actually love
outside
Bob
of
Marley.
music, everybody love Bob Marley.
Jamaica?
Everybody in Jamaica owes our standing in the world to Bob Marley. So I would personally say, for me, my opinion, Bob Marley is the greatest Jamaican to come out of Jamaica.
He is, without a doubt.
Bob Marley is one of the most influential figures to set foot on this planet.
On this planet.
For
to
me,
walk this earth.
there is no doubt his contribution to music will exist forever.
Forever and forever.
His songs will still be sung. My kids will still be hearing them. And everyone that takes a draw, he has an influence on them and something like that. But the reason why I even said Michael Jackson is just that the amount of sales and stuff like that. Statistically and stuff like that, there are certain things that can be quantified. And when you look at those numbers, you have to be reasonable. If this man is selling billions of copies more than this person, that means more people know him. You know?
Or the people who are his fans have more money to buy his records.
But a man will only buy one copy anyway. You get what I'm saying? And the world has more poor people than rich people. So that doesn't really add up there. And nowadays people stream music.
Hey.
More nowadays people stream.
People stream music. People don't buy music these days. Yeah.
Exactly. And the streaming numbers, if I don't even have to research it, you know what? Put it in the comments. Who had more streaming views in 2023? Bob or Michael Jackson?
Come on. Yeah. But yeah, you guys do your research. I like to talk. But don't believe anything I say. Do your research.
We're just sharing our opinions here.
Yes.
Sometimes we come
These
with
are
facts.
my facts, but you should learn to research and do them for yourself so you can learn for yourself, brothers and sisters.
I don't have time to do any scientific notations here. That's why I stopped school. You know? But yeah, I feel like, you know, I think we covered a lot in the music aspect of it, and we've been going a while. I hope you guys didn't get tuned out by it or anything, and you learned something new. For me personally, just sitting here, I could talk to Toniel about this because I'd rather talk to someone to learn about music than to listen to music and to learn about it. Because I feel like I feel like you're putting it in a term that I understand it better. That I can see your emotion, I can see your passion, I can see how you're relating it to me, and for that, I'm happy that you were able to do that. And one thing I want us to do is a new segment. I want us to do a new segment to have a playlist.
Yeah, man. So look here. So, to get into my head musically, or to get into my jazz, let's say, you know,
jazz jokes.
You know, I've made a playlist of my top songs of the week, so that you guys know more or less the kind of week I've had. Because honestly, I listen to the music kind of based on the kind of week I've had, you know.
Yeah.
And the name of this playlist, we'll attach the link. It's called, and all of these songs can be found on Spotify, you know, on YouTube, on Apple Music. It's called TONNIEL'S Tunes.
TT.
Right, so I'll tell you my top 5 songs of the week.
Right.
And I'll give a 10-second, I'll give you 10 seconds of the backstory of each song, you know, if they have a backstory.
Yeah, just turn down the volume so we don't accidentally play them.
No, I'm not play them, man. So, coming in at number 1, but this has no order, honestly, is Erykah Badu with Other Side of the Game. This is an R&B song. It was released in the late 90s, early 2000s. It speaks about, it's not a very outlandish story. It speaks about an expecting mother who is in deep with a person who deals with drugs.
So you pre the lyrics, bro. Like you pre exactly what the song means and stuff like that. You look into that.
For me, that's very important.
I thought you were just gonna be like Erykah Badu, blah blah blah.
No.
This is why. But you pre the lyrics and
So
not just the feeling. I like that.
So that song, it was an expecting mother who is in deep with a drug dealer, and she's saying like, what are we going to do when they come for you? Your work is not honest, but it does pay the bills, you know. But this guy was actually educated. He went to school. He got his graduation degree, everything. But lack of opportunity. It happens to a lot of us. You know, a very beautiful song. Next one is Hey Baby by Stephen Marley. So Stephen Marley wrote this song. It was his first album on the, what's the name of his album? Mind Control album, right? Back in 2007. Some people think that this song was speaking about him leaving a girl to say, wait for me, you know. But he was actually singing about his children. Hey, baby, don't you worry. Even though the road is rocky, I'll be coming home to you again. You know, a very beautiful song. I love
one of those songs like when the artists go on tour and start missing family and stuff.
Yeah. It's tough as an artist being on tour, you know, to be away from your family.
Yeah.
And then we have Walk Away From Love by Bitty McLean, which is actually a cover of David Ruffin's song Walk Away From Love. It's a song singing about somebody walking away from love before they get hurt by the other partner.
Yeah.
So I'm ahead of you, I will walk away. I'm very sorry. It's not that I don't love you. You know, it's not that I have somebody else, but it's just my feelings inside. I can't do this anymore. I'm scared you might hurt me.
We've all been there, bro. But you can't be explaining that one. That one looks like sounds a bit. You know.
No. The reason why this is actually like, if you play this song anywhere in England, Jamaica, it's a big song.
Why you prefer the cover though? Why do you prefer the cover?
Because the cover was more. It had a better feeling to me. Not only because it's reggae. This guy Bitty McLean, he has a wonderful voice.
Okay.
Did you know that Bitty McLean was grown in the UK?
I didn't know that. A lot of artists, Jamaican artists come from the UK.
I thought he was Jamaican growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Until he did his first tour in Jamaica when I was in high school. I was like, what?
For real?
And I heard him with a British accent. But yeah, that's also on my list. And then the cool ruler, Gregory Isaac, comes in with a song called Tune In, right? Singing about a girl that he liked, and he said, meet me on the corner of your avenue. You know, I'll be there patiently waiting on you. You know, a lover's rock kind of song, you know, nice tune.
Lyrics.
Nice and cool, you know.
Lyrics and riz.
Yeah, man. And last but not least, no cigarette smoking in my room. Right? This is Stephen Marley and Melanie Fiona. Sings about a herb run. He's with the girl and he said, oh God, I don't have any herb. I have to go and get some. No, don't drink any alcoholic beverages or smoke any cigarettes in my room until I get back. When I get back, we'll have the real thing. Wait for me.
It's a different vibe though, you know? Like when
yeah.
I don't know, like, you know what, I don't want to say this because I don't want to influence anyone to start smoking. You know what? It's a different vibe though. It's a different vibe. Yeah. All right, Tonniel, you know what? I'll be listening to your playlist and I'll be providing you with my insights next week. So ask me about it. And if I don't like it, I will tell you. If there's a song that I like, I'll add it to, you know what, I'll start a playlist by picking songs from your playlist. And if you guys have any suggestions or songs to add to the playlist, you know, drop them in the comments. You know, if you are a young artist listening to this and you want us to listen to your song, send it to us as well. We're happy to do it because, as I said, Tonniel is more of the whole soul. He prefers these tunes to have been fermented and curated and cured over time, like a fine wine.
Yeah, because as I've said before, I don't subscribe to popular music, and popular music is the music of the time. Because popular music comes today, and it goes. You listen to it tomorrow, it will go by next week.
Except Michael Jackson. Except Michael Jackson.
His pop was different pop.
His pop is still on top.
Yeah.
All right. But before we go, I think we need to play the game. Oh, we have an interesting new spin on the game today. Because we just started the 5-second game. So we have a new spin on it. New spin is today the penalties will be having to freestyle from a word. And we don't know these words. One of our friends put these words in a box. Where's the box? Find the box. Find the box. You know, sure. Yeah, put the words are in the box.
Magic box.
But we'll still be using the same questions. We are a bit pressed for time because we like keeping things to 1 hour. But, you know, we chat so much. We will try to do 3 questions each.
3 questions each.
All right.
And the freestyling will be only for 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Because we're not artists, you know.
Yeah. Speak for yourself, bro. I'm a fucking artist. I'm a man with my words. Like,
okay,
have you ever seen me put
my brother.
You know, I used to write poetry.
Yeah.
I still have some poems.
Wow.
I just need some heartbreak to influence me. That's the issue.
You need some pain to get it on.
No, for real. Like, the most times whenever I've written something, it's either because I have a strong feeling towards someone or I've suffered some form of pain or loss.
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Otherwise, I have nothing to write about. It's like nothing, you know.
Nothing doesn't like inspire you.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel good that maybe I need some more inspiration.
Let me get the timer.
You want to go first this week?
Going first has never benefited me, but I will try it. I'm optimistic today.
All right. Should I pick the question for you or you want to pick your own question?
You pick my own poison?
No, pick your question and I'll read it to you. All right. Let's go. 5-second game starting now. Let's see. Oh, this is all right. 5 seconds. No. This one's too easy, bro.
Let's see.
This one's too easy. But you have 5 seconds.
To name 3 things, right?
Yep. Did you look at this one?
No, I'm just guessing from the last time, yeah.
Oh, I didn't even explain the game. The game is we have 5 seconds to answer a question, and normally each question is a prompt to say 3 things. It can be name 3 things in the room: TV, phone, the vein, Tonniel, laptop, or something. You need to name 3 things, at least 3 things in the room within that 5-second period. If you don't, then you have to do a forfeit, which involves this week would be a twist of singing a song by freestyling for a word. Yeah. Normally, we're trying to do it for something different each week. But essentially, the gist of the game. So, first question. If you're just tuning in, this is your section. Name 3 major world cities. Go.
New York, London, Madrid.
Okay, all right. Good one. No
I
forfeit.
escaped this one.
Shit. No, I want to pick my own.
No,
poison.
yeah. I'm shuffling it.
I want to pick my own poison, brother. I don't trust you. I know you say no. This one's a big one.
All right.
The timer.
Bumbo clot, that vein.
No,
You
don't.
go sing today, that vein. You go sing today. Everybody is going to sing right now. Get ready. Nah, I'm kidding. Name 3 influential philosophers, political philosophers.
Political. Plato. Mills, Marx. Those are. I would say. What did I get them? Yeah.
Political.
Everyone.
Plato was political.
He was something. His philosophy affected something.
He was political.
Every form of philosophy affects politics, I would say.
Listen, we're talking about
Philosophically
political philosophers, not philosophers. We can name philosophers from here till tomorrow.
Yeah, but
Political.
wouldn't you say it affects the politics? I feel like you can give me that one.
No. I have no pity for you, David.
All right.
I have no pity for you. So, you actually got 2 of them correct still. You got Locke, you got Marx and Mill.
I just needed to
You just needed one. You fell one short. I'm sorry, my son.
You know what?
They set you up, my son. I'm
no,
sorry.
you just want me to sing because you know how much I hate it and how much it puts me on the spot, bro.
So, I choose or you choose?
No, I'll pick. I don't
Alright,
want
close
you
your
to,
eyes.
I don't want you to pick anything for me.
Close
bro.
your eyes.
I don't want you to pick anything.
Choose
for
a
me.
paper.
I don't.
You took 2 or you took 1?
Oh my God! I took 1.
What does it say? What's the word?
North Korea. How am I gonna put North Korea in a freaking rhyme? Fucking Adam, like what?
You have all of 15 seconds
Hold on,
to
all
try.
right, give me. All right, what's the beat? Can you like give me a beat or something for 15 seconds to the North Korea?
A beat. What kind of beat you want? You want a dancehall? You want a reggae? You want a... I don't know what you want.
No, that's a one drop beat. The Great Wall of China. That's where they can find you. I'm trying to think of a word that rhymes with North Korea. Remember the word used to look like Pangea.
Yo! Chop it! Yo, you surprised me now. You surprised me. You surprised me. But not lie.
Me they have one more line. They have one more line still. Me they have one more line.
Beloved.
Alright, so TONNIEL'S is at 1. And I'm at 0.
Beloved. Alright, we pick my poison now.
Yeah.
Alright.
Pick it. Alright, let's see.
Small paper, but deadly, I can tell.
Blood clot, yo.
You catch
blood
me?
Clot, yo. No, you know, you're lucky today, dog. Today you're lucky there.
Make me see.
Alright. You know what? This question is so ironic. Can you list 3 influential philosophers? Go.
Plato,
Bumbo clot, yo.
Socrates, Marx.
Nope. You can't say Marx. Because we say philosophers, not political ones now. So that means you need to go in your Socrates and your Confucius and them man there. You see if you didn't give me that point there? You're going good now, your blood clot, yo.
This is called karma, people.
Right.
Do good to others and good will follow you.
North Korea. Why would you put random word North Korea?
Nah, choose one. Let me see that one. So me get for seat, right?
Yeah, you can. You have to see a word. Which word you get? What? Ginger. Nah, that one the easy, dog. Turn off the alarm, dog, because it's a ring upon them.
Yes.
I just turn on the volume, no? Because they got ring upon them. You know, me stop it at 14.
Yeah, stop it at 14 now.
Alright.
Well, I'm thinking.
Let's go. Come on. Dum, dum. Doom.
Give me the doom doom.
Brother, you can't ask me the special rhythm. You ask me the special rhythm.
Alright, give me a rhythm.
Doom doom. Doom doom. Doom doom. Doom doom.
As a herbalist, you have to eat your ginger, cucumber, and your spinach. Everything go in your plate. Don't late.
Alright, you go on.
Give me a better rhythm, man. Oh God.
Brother, you ask the person when I'm musically inclined to give. Brother, ask me for write something. We can write it, but
Alright.
except music.
Alright.
But you're going good still. Alright. That hour. Alright, you're still a lead 1-0.
One love.
Still a lead 1-0.
No, 1-1.
No,
get this wrong.
You get this wrong.
Ah,
but
well,
you
yeah.
never get mine right.
So
The score will be on the screen for those
Yeah.
on thing. Right. Yo, it's like today is just setting stone.
No, me for take it.
Bumbleclaw. Me save the one for you then. The one
How that go?
A joke one. Alright. Take one out for me. I'm glad I never get that one because I get it wrong too. Can't believe you lead 1-0. This is the second.
Why you can't?
This is what? The second one?
Bumbleclaw. You get to it, man.
Time.
You get to it, man. Jesus Christ, you get to it, man. Oh God, man. Ready?
Yeah, don't forget the timer.
So, what are 3 Jamaican sports?
Cricket, football, athletics.
Easy.
Sometimes life is
Easy.
life. You know, when you do good in life, you get rewarded with good.
Do good and good will follow you,
You know,
children.
every time we play a game, we get some fight and some negativity. Yo,
Me?
you're one of the best person that except when you get competitive. You see the dark side of the moon. Give me this. Maybe if we just start pick the question. Alright.
Give me a rhythm, man. Give me the...
Get it
Oh,
ready. We
God,
start
man.
the rhythm. Ready. Okay.
Man, give me some rhythm, make you sing pan.
You can beat your own rhythm too, you know?
Alright. Give me the...
What are 3 types of ecosystems? Go.
The sea, forest, and for... We need more than 5 seconds to think, dog. Jesus Christ.
Take
Oi.
it up with management.
Okay, see what my friend give me for you.
What's your word now? Development. And give you some time to think of a word. While Toniel is developing his thoughts and development, this is a good time for you guys to, hit that subscribe button and give us some support. And share your comment. And, comment on the lyrics that Toniel's giving us. And I think that's enough time. You want to beat your own beat. You can beat your own beat,
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. Or you can use it. Come on, let's go. Times are running, brother.
I got this acapella, dog.
Right, do you think I have acapella? Hold on, I'm going to set the time. All right, ready? Let me know when you're ready. Break a leg. Ready? Ready. All right, 1, 2, 3, road.
Education is the key for development in this time. Education is the key for development in this modern time. Open your mind. Education is the key for development.
Lyrics. You can build on that tune. You can build on that one. People always need more education. All right, you know what? For the last one, you pick the question for me.
All right.
No, I feel like when me pick it, me know it don't work properly. We still are refining the game,
Yeah. All right. Make us see now. You ready?
Yeah. See ya.
Oh, the vein.
No, I want one,
Yeah, I could see we'll break the ice. No. All right, the vein.
Give me a second to get my thoughts. Because I need them.
Get them. You need them, my brother.
Give me a second. Give me a second. No, give me a second. Mel and meditate. Because I don't want to sing again, dog. And this is the last one now. I need a point for win. I don't want you win none of them games. Put it out in the universe. That way needs to win. Manifest victory.
Oh, that kind of easy still, but
Manifest. I'm putting good positive vibes out there.
put it
Only
out. Manifest.
the universe shall reward die. All right. Do you think?
All right.
So if me I say no positive energy and negative energy, you just say no to me, the dog.
No, positive for you. I want the best for you,
You
my
want me
brother.
to win? All right.
Me never say me want you win, but I want the best for you.
Okay.
All
okay.
right. Can you name 3 elements of the periodic table?
Oxygen, boron, carbon, zinc, iron, blah blah blah.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Good.
All that 2-1, and then they say your last question. You want me to pick it?
Me pick it.
Yeah. All right, pick it. Don't look over there,
You can't give your enemy the knife to kill you. Better you kill yourself.
No, don't tell nobody that, dog. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
No, you see that one there. You see that
No,
one there.
alright,
You see, that's why I'm say you make me pick the question, dog. Because you look on it,
Nah,
You
look
get
on it,
tempted,
No, I never look on it, brother. I don't see me see for Jamaica.
All right. No.
What do you mean no?
No, we can't answer that question. That question is too easy, dog.
Ask me, man. Make we see.
All right.
Make we see.
Can you name 3 colors of the rainbow?
Red, yellow, green.
Claude, the kind of question this is. Alright, so we have
Red,
to go,
yellow,
hold
and
on.
green.
So 2-2. So the tiebreaker. Pick my question.
Tiebreaker.
We need a tiebreaker.
We can't just be at peace, my friend.
No, me not deal with draw.
My friend, we can't be at
No.
peace.
We have 5 more minutes. Me not deal with the draw.
It's for you.
It's for me. Ask me the question.
Alright. Alright. Okay, this is easy. Can you list or name 3 major world oceans?
Pacific, India, and Atlantic.
Very good.
All right.
Studied in class, my friend.
Easy. No, me just want you to sing again, dog. The people love when you sing, It's all over the comments. You just like pick your own question. It's that easy if you give me 2 questions. You give me like 3 now. I'm gonna pick the worst one.
Oh shit! Me give you 3 for 2?
3.
No.
All right. Hold on. Let me make you. No, this one's too
Jesus.
easy. You want one with dog? Them 2 are too easy, dog.
Yo, ask me.
Them
that.
one is the flag, like the colors of the Jamaica. No, we can't answer that. You're not stupid, dog. You're a big man.
Oh god.
This is a Jamaican one as well.
I could see.
All right. This
Yo,
one.
talk slow with the
Okay.
question.
All right. This question. Talk slow. All right. Name 3 Jamaican national symbols.
The coat of arms, the national bird, and the national tree.
You still what? Hold on. You get that wrong
Why?
because I said name 3 symbols of Jamaica. You said the national bird, the national tree. What is the name of those? I guess how is that?
You want the name? You never said name them.
You could have said the national. You could have said the national. You could have said the national shoes. You could have said the national song. You could have said anything.
Brother.
But you just put national. You're not giving the specifics.
That one is debatable.
No, it's not
That
debatable.
one is debatable.
And time,
We
this,
give you-
this is what victory looks like, people.
Alright. Him never win.
This is what.
Him thief
name
that one
3
here.
Jamaican national symbols. You said the bird, the doctor bird, the hummingbird. You could have said
The hummingbird, the blue maho, and the coat of arms.
You tell me the national bird. What is the national bird? How many
Brother.
birds are in Jamaica, Tonnille? How many birds are in Jamaica?
But the national bird
Yeah,
is
but
the
what
national
what
bird.
was the national bird? Okay, what is the national tree? How many trees are in
Alright,
Jamaica?
this was very ambiguous. Choose another question. One
No,
last
you
one.
lose early, brother, and we're running out of time. So do your challenge and we'll call it a day. I'm not. You really want the next question?
Alright, me just sing
You
for
know,
now.
the people love when you sing. And this is another victory, and thank you.
Yeah.
Which word they get?
Lord, God, that one is
What is?
jellyfish.
Jellyfish.
What is
Yo, we like the word that's still random. Alright, let me give you 15 seconds of fame. Alright, let me check it on watch. Ready? You have your song? Jellyfish. Just sing something about SpongeBob, man. SpongeBob love jellyfish. Tony, people are wait for you in the dog.
Ah, me have
I
to
have
think
plans
brother,
today in the dog. I'm hungry in the dog.
Hungry
Yeah,
too,
it
brother.
takes so long in the dog.
I'm hungry to
We
brother.
don't have the whole day in the brother.
Brother, this will be forever when this record. Me can't look, me can't.
No, it's just a
Alright, jellyfish.
Jellyfish. Ready?
You married him now?
You beat your own rhythm, dog. You hate my rhythm then. Alright. Come on.
Continue. All the fish in the sea. All the fish in the sea. All the fish in the sea. Yo, you set me up with that jellyfish thing, brother. What kind of jellyfish thing this by you? How did I use it?
Which is the national fish. What's all of it?
Oh my God.
Dog, you know you get it. What's all the fishes?
Jesus God. You set me up.
I
Dog.
mean, you big.
Who make the word, brother? Who make the word, yeah?
Yo, go to
Jesus
other
Christ.
Alright, no, the tune bad. Let me finish the song.
The rhythm, yeah. Want me like that
Let me see if we can
rhythm.
catch
Like
your
that
rhythm. I think a military rhythm. Right.
Yeah, that. All the fish in the sea. All the fish in the sea. All the fish in the sea. But the jellyfish is the queen. All the fish in the sea. Boom!
Yo, Chode, you know what? Universal Music Group, give us a call.
Yes.
We got someone on the line for you.
Yes.
Coco Melon, you have nothing on this. You don't have nothing but this.
Oh, God.
I sweat your fuck.
I want to catch you.
Yo. See? Oh, the fish in the sea.
Jalo. Wow. You kill me now.
Oh, the fish in the sea.
Of
That
real,
tune,
who?
yo.
Who choose that tune?
That tune, the body of fuck. Oh, the fish in the sea. Oh, the fish in the sea. Yo,
Oh, God.
lyrics. Alright,
And the beat inspired, for tell you the
yeah,
truth. And the
you're
beat.
welcome. You're welcome. The fish in the sea. All right. Hold on. Calm down a little bit.
Oh, God. I'm not even have no water this week. Oh, yeah.
We done.
That's it.
Subscribe. She here. The fish in the sea.
We out. Yardman Podcast are the one. The Yardman Podcast. Tell you about the Yardman Podcast. The Yardman Podcast. Tell you about the Yardman Podcast. The Yardman Podcast. Tell you about the Yardman Podcast. The Yardman Podcast. Tell you about the Yardman Podcast.
Subscribe now. We out.